Bueno, ya gente, ¿cómo están? Aquí estamos preparándonos para el Nintendo Direct, pero bueno, ya faltan 5 minutos para que comience el Direct.
Así es. Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Estamos preparándonos ya para unos 5 minutos hacer la reacción del Nintendo Direct. En los comentarios cuéntenos sus expectativas, ¿les gustó, no les gustó? En el futuro pasado los juegos perfectos. ¿Y qué juegos o qué novedades esperan? Lo más resaltante yo creo que es un nuevo personaje en Smash. No sabemos cuál es, pero...
No, SNK no está el rumor.
Sí, pero no sabemos qué personaje. Así que vamos a ver cuál es la sorpresa que nos tiene Nintendo. Y por favor, Bayonetta 3 debería aparecer algo, porque ya salió hasta el Astral Chain.
Ya por fin se está... No, mentira, es un juegazo.
Ya también vamos a comprarlo. No nos falta. Que nunca nos falten los juegos.
Amén.
Ay, estamos pero poéticos, señores.
Pero tú pues que hablas cosas.
Hablas cosas de la vida, loca.
Yo con mis falsas esperanzas de un DLC de Mario Kart.
Sí. ¿Por qué nunca nos dan otro Mario, un DLC de Mario Kart? O sea,
es que van a sacar el Mario Kart de celular, pero ya está bien, pero...
Oye, ese sí, que va a ser un juegazo, señores. Se me lo voy a descargar y si hay que comprar, voy a tener ahí la tarjeta de crédito.
Chucha, viene el de la sandía, faltando 3 minutos.
Así pasa.
3 minutos para el ataque sarraceno.
A ver, ¿qué onda?
Eso es de Age of Mythology.
¿Quién?
Eso, los 3 minutos para el ataque sarraceno.
Ah, esa madre.
¡Esa madre!
Faltan 3 minutos, ¿ah? 3 minutos, señoras y señores. 3 minutos. Solo 3 minutos.
Ah, te espantaste. Fue esa cosa que se hizo solita.
Ya.
Entonces llegó el hada protectora y viendo que... A ver, yo quiero... ¿Tú crees que va a ser Mario Sunshine remasterizado? ¿O va a ser
DLC de Mario Odyssey?
Mario Odyssey.
Yo quisiera que fuera un juego solito, porque ese juego en su momento, en sus años, brilló con luz propia. Merece que tenga una remasterización.
Yo creo que ha de ser un
DLC. Lo más seguro, pero
es
para
porque...
ahorrarse el de hacer un juego nuevo.
No, aparte de eso, ¿sabes qué? Ayudas a las ventas de Mario Odyssey.
Pero Mario Odyssey se vendía como pan caliente.
Por eso, pues, y la gente lo quiere, pues. Yo, o sea, ponerle otro remake de Mario. Aunque a mí me gustaría, estoy sincero, los de Mario Galaxy.
¿Qué prefieres? ¿Hacer un juego nuevo que venda como pan caliente solo? ¿O poner un precio más pequeño en un juego que ya está más vendido?
El del DLC.
Yo prefiero vender un juego que también se venda así durísimo.
Y ahí en cambio me gustaría la interacción entre Floppy y... No es Floppy, y Flappy.
¿Flappy?
No, Capi, perdón, que estoy hablando con el culo. Capi.
¿Capi con quién? ¿Con el cosito del agua?
Sí. Sería bacán, una interacción bacán.
O sea, sería chévere porque la gorrita está aquí y el otro está aquí atrás, entonces estarían hablando, pues.
Claro.
Estarían interactuando.
Es como es Floppy, ¿cómo es eso?
No me acuerdo.
Tan dice.
Así mismo, tan. Ya falta un minuto.
Mira. Si sale Capi otra vez, sale... Es que es de Mario Odyssey. Mira, si es de Mario Odyssey, hacemos la serie de Mario Odyssey.
Pero Mario Odyssey, créeme que es como un Mario Rabbit. Va a ser larguísimo.
Ya, pero una estrella yo, una estrella ni... ¡Uy! Comenzamos. Silencio para todos. A Overwatch.
Así pues. Qué bacán. Va a estar vacancísimo.
Tarde, pero ya.
¿Eso qué importa? La gente deberá estar emocionadísima.
Ahí está Lucio, Tracer.
Tracer, la favorita de muchos.
La sombra.
Es porque es negra, ¿verdad?
John Rap.
Están vacancísimos,
está
ligero.
bacán.
Ah, está chéverísima.
¿Y algún añadido nuevo por ser de
Overwatch. Bien. Este mismo año, en octubre. Ve.
Hello everyone. I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Uy,
I'm
Dios mío.
Shinya Takahashi.
El Takahashi, bien.
And that was, of course, the latest trailer for Overwatch by Blizzard Entertainment. The game is scheduled for release on Nintendo Switch October 15th, so please look forward to it. Okay, let's get into our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines. Please take a look.
Ay, Diosito, ¿qué va a hacer? ¿Qué va a hacer?
Ah, Luis.
Un nuevo tráiler.
Out for yourself.
Ay, va a estar vacancísimo Luis Mansion 3.
Bien.
Where every floor has a distinct theme unlike any other. Case in point, Toon Suites.
Hay como pisos temáticos.
Eso en el 2 era igual. Había bastantes mansiones.
Arch stands. And
Bah.
booby traps. For the other floors, well, there's the disco floor.
Está bailando, qué lindo.
You get the idea. May not be the usual amenities, but there's a rogues gallery of bosses.
Qué bacán.
Wow.
Well, check out.
Ah, qué bacán.
Speaking of amenities,
New
step
mode.
right up to this all-new
Scream Park.
attraction, Scream Park. In this party mode, there's a Luigi team and a Guigi team.
8 personajes.
Nintendo Switch
Bacán, pues puedes jugar 8 personas.
battle it out. See which player can defeat the most
Pero me haría bola. ¡Qué bacán!
with the ultimate G00.
Es como un Mario Party de Luis Mansion.
Break sometimes. Luigi's Mansion 3 opens its doors on October 31st.
Ay, qué
For
bien.
Halloween.
Para Halloween.
Get a load of this new
Ah.
Superstar Kirby game. The combined forces of Kirby, and Kirby are in for some wicked boss fights.
Es el de.
Nunca nos podía faltar un Kirby.
Este no es el que es de DS.
Ay, miren,
Y
muchos Kirby.
Lo pusieron.
That's right. Get your
Ay,
weapons,
esta es
get your
customizable.
feet, and get ready. Some mighty tough enemies await. There are more than 100 quests. So, get a look at your enemy and make sure you have the right jobs for the job.
Es gratis.
Key to victory is to know your role and work as a team.
Qué bonito.
You can play alone, together on one system, team up via local wireless.
Ah, qué bonito, presentando ya los nuevos Switch. ¡Ah! Está bacán.
It'll be time to unite with friends and players from around the world and overcome each challenging quest when Super Kirby Clash launches later today.
Genial.
Remember, it's free to start too.
Ah, para el comienzo. Después dice. Te chuzan
This
ahí.
long-awaited, recently released RPG is getting a remake. After
Yeah?
25 years, fans of the Mana series can look forward to the HD remake of the third game in the trilogy, Trials of Mana. From 6 different characters, you'll choose a protagonist and 2 companions. The ones you choose will
Son
determine
puro
which
Goku.
of the interwoven stories you follow through this reimagined world.
Now you remember what will happen to dear Justice.
Todos los personajes tienen unas tetotas.
Anita, eso está bien. Eso ayuda a la industria.
Advances. They'll have the
Unos
opportunity
pelazos y unas tetaxas.
to learn stronger special moves and spells. Step into the light, or show your dark side when picking your class to change your character's appearance and abilities. Unlike the
Qué
classic
darks.
version, characters have full range of movement, including jumping and combo
muy
attacks
Kirby ese
with
ataque.
members of your party.
Está genial.
Ay.
Once again, the wheels of fate are beginning to turn. Find out
Trials
what's in store
of
for the
Mana.
beloved world of Trials of Mana on April 24th.
Genial.
A ver.
Is what happened to the crew of this doomed ship.
The Overton vanished at sea in 1803, only to wash up 4 years later in Falmouth, England, with no sign of survivors. The fate of the
Wow.
remains
Yo lo había visto.
As an insurance investigator for the East India Company, you must board the ship and uncover the mystery of its disappearance and return. Your analysis will rely heavily on one less than ordinary device.
Se murió.
Use the power of the momentum
chocolaco.
Eres un investigador que tienes que buscar cómo se murió la persona. Empiezas a buscar.
Quedan como de misterios, como
Sí.
de detective.
Eso, es un detective.
Explore the ship. Observe the situation and record your logical deductions.
Se ve bacanísimo también. Me gusta mucho el diseño.
What brought the Overton to such an end?
Para mí que fue el pelirrojo.
Es de la primera persona que se sospecha.
No, ese es de Scooby-Doo, pues. Es que esa referencia de tanta que va a entender.
Ay, perdóname, el
Señor
más viejo.
Nintendo Switch in fall 2019.
A ver, otra cosa.
There's a small town out there with a big secret.
Ah, este es de. El de Game Freak.
Never leave town. That is the rule agreed upon by
Se ve bonito, ¿eh?
this peaceful town and the castle protecting it. One day, there suddenly appeared a giant monster. To defend the townspeople, one boy named Axe will stand up to face it.
Parece mono.
And the only weapons he'll need
Uf.
are ideas. But to win one of these battles, you must know when to use them.
Ouch.
Strategy is everything if there's any hope to win. During
¿Un
battle,
RPG?
you move around to garner support from townspeople.
Wow.
Take advantage to gain the advantage.
Ah, te ayudó, se movió estratégicamente.
Protect your town from this new RPG from Game Freak. And almost all the music in the game was composed by Undertale creator Toby Fox.
Ah, Toby Fox es el de Undertale.
Ajá.
Nintendo Switch, October 16.
Little Town Hero.
Purchase and preload the game
Se ve interesante.
later today.
Game Freak.
Fall is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Y miren a quién ponen. ¡Qué lindo!
Confirm the release date of Challenger Pack 3, Banjo and Kazooie. Banjo and Kazooie.
A ver, pero di la fecha,
And the
pues.
release date is today.
¡Hoy día!
After today's Nintendo Direct, we'll broadcast a video detailing how to use Banjo and Kazooie, featuring the game's director, Masahiro Sakurai.
¡Qué bonito!
No, al final de Direct hay que quedarse.
Immediately following the Nintendo Direct you're watching right now. To tide yourself over until the release of Banjo and Kazooie, please check it out.
¡Qué chévere!
No, es ahorita.
First,
Ah, ya.
Bayoneta.
El nuevo personaje. No se lo mandaron para el final. Ah. Sí, el personaje de SNK. A ver, ¿quién será? Le puso... Así eran los juegos antes de SNK. Chucha, se le escapó la carta.
Boo. Me encanta, están troleándonos con todo. ¿De quién será la carta? A ver.
Terry.
TR.
Chucha, acá.
Bacán.
No puso nada, solo puso...
Está bacán.
The Fatal
Ahora
Fury.
pongan el de caso cerrado. Noviembre, ¿ve?
So, Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury is joining the battle.
Joker, Hero, Banjo Kazooie y Terry Bogard. Falta uno. ¿Quién va a ser el ganador?
What?
We're happy to confirm the development of more DLC fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
What?
Outside the 5 fighters included in the Fighters Pass, we can confirm that other new fighters are in development. The battle isn't over yet.
Ajá, que te trolearon, pues si les trae billetuski, ¿cómo le va a quitar?
So, what do you think? Regarding what was announced about additional fighters at the end of that segment, we'll have more to share with you in the future. For now, let's continue with some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Entonces...
Bayonetta, 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 Bayonetta.
It's about time to wake the wingtips in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Which means the next big adventure on Nintendo Switch is
Cuando
fast
era
approaching.
niño. Bueno, niña, tenía como 11 años.
Es
demasiado bonito, Dios.
Los Kirby malos, pues está bien.
¿Qué hagan?
Dump it.
The all-new Chamber Dungeon. You can place chambers earned on your adventure to arrange your own dungeons. Add in plus effects that alter chambers. And save chamber dungeons to a compatible amiibo figure featuring a character from the Legend of Zelda series. That way, your friends can play them. Be ready. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening will launch before you know it on September 20th.
Sí, pues el 20.
Link amiibo figure will be available that same day.
Pero esa pendeja ya está acabada, pues.
La pre...
From Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now join his adventure. Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive
Está
Edition
muy...
is exactly
Es 17, Andrés, ¿qué no ves?
the most complete version of a
Puta, aquí no tienes plata, pues por eso. Tú puedes escoger entre los dos estilos de juego.
Travel to past Dragon Quest worlds and experience new character-focused stories. The day the game launches, free downloadable content can be found in the Champions Pack, including consumable items and more equipment that can change the appearance.
Que hagan, parece pirata. Y parece ahí más 17.
RPG Giant draws near.
Ah, qué bacán.
Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition journeys onto Nintendo
Genial.
Switch September 27.
La platita.
Until
Plata que
then,
no...
you can prepare for your adventure with the free demo
bacán,
on
tío.
No, pero ya el demo ya estaba hace rato, pero no lo he bajado porque no quiero llenar
Malgastarle el
el
espacio.
espacio.
Looking for more Fire Emblem goodness? Then say hello to Tokyo.
Ya...
The worlds of the Fire Emblem
Estos
series
monchiros.
and games have crossed paths, and the result is coming to Nintendo Switch. The story takes place in modern-day Tokyo, where creative energy is so abundant it's materialized into something called Performa, which attracts wicked mirages who suck it out of people.
Chuta. ¿A quién me recuerda?
Against this threat as up-and-comer Itsuki Aoi and his friends who are trying to make it in the entertainment.
Típico, la man que es super nerd con lentes como la hipertetota.
From another dimension.
Hinata.
Together, you'll win
Ay.
turn-based battles, blending the
Aunque no
combat
tiene
of
lente.
Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei series. And in the Nintendo Switch version, there's a new song that wasn't included in the original. Be sure to check out the other new features, from the new story elements to the characters joining you in battle for the first time. Hey, is that Tiki? Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore releases on January 17th.
Qué nombre más largo.
Tokyo Mirage Season 3 Encore.
Welcome back to where nothing
Ponte verga.
Boston, 2019.
Rising Star.
All
A ver.
begins again.
Deadly Promotion. No.
FBI agent
Ah, no,
Leah
pero.
Davis opens an investigation into
Detective del
She
FBI.
also opens the door to the unknown. A door that also takes us back to
Es
New
el Doctor.
Orleans, 14 years ago. Here, our story follows an FBI agent who goes by the name of York. The journey between past and present will take Aaliyah and York on a winding path. But what lies at the end? Will it be truth or madness? Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise, boggles and beguiles on Nintendo Switch in 2020. And now for a shocker. The original game in the series will launch on Nintendo eShop at Deadly Premonition Origins later today.
Bacán. Ponte verga, Jarita.
Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition is finally coming to Nintendo Switch. Check it out.
El checker y el auto. ¿Ya?
Me recuerda a Diablo. Para hoy día.
También para hoy, ¿qué es? Tan regalón.
Now for a message from Bethesda.
Me recuerda a
Hey
vos.
Nintendo fans, P. Hines from Bethesda. On behalf of everyone at id Software, I'm excited to announce something really cool that we have coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. I'm sure many of you have fond memories of spending countless hours playing your favorite games on Nintendo 64. Well, this year
Doom
is the
64.
anniversary of Doom, one of the most popular first-person shooter
Ese hay que
franchises.
descargarlo.
And to celebrate, we're re-releasing one of our favorite games, Doom 64.
Yeah.
For the first time since its original release in 1997, Doom 64 will be officially Nintendo console.
Póngale cooperativo, por
More
favor.
than 30 action-packed levels. Or if you're a newcomer, experience the retro first-person shooter that helped make Doom one of the most popular shooter franchises in
¡No me quiero morir!
Póngale cooperativo.
64 will release on
Póngale
Nintendo
cooperativo
Switch
con
on
el
November
antes.
22nd this year.
Noviembre 22.
Ah, bacán.
Bien, bien. Ya, eso está bueno.
Using a brand new IP from developer Hi-Res Studios, Rogue Company. To most of the world, Rogue Company is a rumor at best, but its operatives are the real deal. And as one of these elite specialists, you'll face challenges which will require your specialized abilities and tools to combat the infamous organization Jackal. Play against friends or match up with a similarly skilled team online in a variety of objective-based game modes.
¡Dale duro! ¡Con la silla!
Or melee weapons, your playstyle will depend on your choice of mercenary, which can be fully customized. There will be plenty of modes, maps, weapons, skins, in-game events, and more. When Rogue Company speeds up on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
Y en 2020.
How's it going? Next, the new titles in the core Pokemon RPG series,
Uy, Dios
Pokemon
mío.
Sword
Ahorita vamos a mostrar nuevos bichitos. Vamos a ver
We
qué
have
es.
more information to share that will shed new light on this next Pokemon adventure. Please
A
take
ver.
a look.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield take place in the Galar region, a scenic land where people and Pokemon work together toward a prosperous future. Among them, you'll encounter new Pokemon and meet new people throughout your
Está muy
adventure.
box.
Super Eevee.
Today, we'll cover 4 features you can look forward to. First, customizing your look.
Genial.
Eso ya desde
Voy a ir a mi
ese.
tienda de ropa a buscarme unos buenos
This time,
outfits.
it's not just tops and bottoms, but a wide variety, including outerwear and gloves.
Por favor, que vuelvan las Pokémonturas. O sea, bueno, las monturas Pokémon.
Plus, you can change your hairstyle.
Andrés, tú no sabes cuánto hemos esperado para cambiar nuestro styling de pelo en Pokémon.
Becoming a champion and simply honing your battle skills. You've got to look the part too, don't you think? Second, Pokemon Camp. During your journey through the Galar region, you can camp anytime at Pokemon Camp. while you're there,
Suficiente con mi bicho que tiene que ir a acampar.
and as you get to know them better, they'll also improve in battle.
Ay, qué bonito.
Additionally, in the
Es muy
wild,
tiernito.
you can visit other players' camps too.
El bicho.
Feel free to bring along one of your Pokemon and hang out with up to 3 other players at the camp.
Oh, puto,
We
te mata.
definitely recommend interacting with another player's Pokemon.
Qué bacán.
Third, curry on rice. Pokemon Camp is also a great place to cook up a
Ya, eso es
dish
nuevo.
that is very popular in the Galar region. Curry on rice. How your curry turns out and what type of it
Salchichas,
ultimately
fresas.
depends on which berries and other ingredients you use.
Está muy Zelda
Not to
también
mention
esto,
the
¿ah?
heart you put into it.
Salchicha en el...
Más amor le ponga.
More than 100 types. Each one you cook up will be registered
Spicy
in your
curry.
books. The
Sasha
goal?
curry,
To
sauce de
master
curry.
the art of curry.
¿Qué clase de Pokémon es ese?
¡Wow!
What's that Pokemon doing here?
¿Qué carajo?
And fourth, we'll introduce some
Ni un
new
poco.
Pokemon discovered in the Galar region.
¿Qué clase de Pokémon
Le voy a
es
poner
ese?
la
¿De qué huevo viene ese Pokémon tetera?
de fantasma.
Y tetera.
Its body is made of teeth, complete with its own aroma and flavor. It may even allow a trusting trainer to taste its teeth. This ghost-type Pokemon also has a special
Poseyó una tetera.
called weak armor.
Monstruos en la Bella y la Bestia.
Another new Pokemon called
¡Es Kevin!
Kevin.
Water-type Pokemon has one huge appetite. It will swallow anything it can fit in its mouth.
Es Kevin, ese, te juro que sí es Kevin.
During battle,
¡Ay, Jawa!
rises in the water.
Hago volador por 4 eléctrico.
If it takes damage in
Ese
this
hijo de puta.
it will retaliate by spitting out its catch at the attacker. This is Cramorant's exclusive new ability, Gulp Missile.
Gol. Pero eso es un nuevo Pokémon también, ¿o no?
And
No
that's
sé.
all we have to share with you today. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will launch on Nintendo Switch November 15th.
Le tira un pescado.
Ay, los memes han de...
Well, how about that? There are still 2 more months.
Pero me
of the
pregunto,
game.
solamente me mostraron como 2 Pokémon nuevos.
Today you can start your new adventure in the Galar region. So, it's been about a year since we began offering Nintendo Switch Online memberships. With Nintendo Switch Online, we're providing a variety of
Vamos.
games and fun features.
Muéstrenme algo
And
más.
now, we're looking to add in an additional library of games.
A ver qué librería de juegos
It's
hay.
called Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online.
Gracias.
With this, you can
Gracias, por eso me compré un Super Nintendo, ¿verdad?
games on
Que ya pasé eso también.
Pero no importa.
Ta-
Ya lo pasamos.
There are some you may not expect,
Ah,
like Stuck Race FX. which
Válgame
will
sus
be
gráficos.
available to play
Válgame la
on the system
chinga,
for the
dice
first
Anita.
está
time.
genial.
You can face off or team up in local multiplayer by passing a Joy-Con controller to a friend.
Local
Or you
multiplayer.
can play together online.
Ah, puedo jugar Kirby Online.
Oh,
Goblin, ¿cómo es el Goblin? Ah, para salvar,
Qué bacán.
para los tramposos como yo.
Here are the first games we plan to release.
Dreamland, Star Fox, Mario.
Yoshi Island.
20 of the games you see on screen will launch tomorrow.
Mañana.
Of course, we will eventually add more to the lineup. This offer is exclusively available to Nintendo Switch Online members, so please enjoy them at no additional charge.
A ver.
Oh, you notice this?
Ah, el control, es un control de
To
Super
recapture the
Nintendo.
original feel of these games, we will be releasing a Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online exclusive controller as a
Chuta,
special
pero es
offer.
moderno.
To charge it, you can use a USB cable, just like
Este sí vale la pena comprarse.
This Super NES style
Eso me
controller
cuesta
will be
$30
available
y
for
por
purchase
2.60.
exclusively for Nintendo Switch Online
No
members.
tengo
No mires, no mires, Anita, la totalción del dinero.
On its
¡No hay
release.
dineros! Y quiero comprar Zelda y Astral Change.
Mira, yo estoy que seguro que van a presentar otro personaje de Smash.
More Nintendo Switch
Y Mario
headlines.
Maker. ¡Dios mío! ¡Tetris!
A
Can you
ver,
survive this?
a ver, déjame
Nintendo
ver.
Switch Online members, large-scale puzzle battle game Tetris 99, getting free update.
Pero la gente es demasiado viciosa.
Here, and not for the faint of heart. You
Es
can't
como un
even play
Fortnite del
until you
Tetris.
achieve Tetris Maximus status. Can you survive against the best of the best?
Wow, o sea, gente de lo mejor de lo mejor.
Daily missions for some added challenges.
Ah, mira, dos player.
You can acquire tickets and exchange them for a variety of custom themes. Sweet!
¡Qué bonito!
Bonito.
We're tossing in a vast array of new player icons too.
Válgame, esos iconos nuevos.
Paid DLC is here as well.
¡Oh, Dios mío!
Player share of
No, pues es DLC, pues no sean tan pelados y de pago.
players game against each other and
No que $30 y que 60.
battle via local
Wow.
wireless on your Nintendo Switch systems in local arena mode. The version 2.0 update for $10.99 will be available tomorrow.
Mañana.
Package version, including the game, DLC,
¡Ah, genial!
Nintendo Switch Online 12-month individual
¿Cuánto?
membership,
Precio.
Number 6.
Ese sí está bueno comprar. El de Mario Olympic.
Are ready to kick it old
Digo,
school in
Mario y
Tokyo.
Sonic.
Old School in
Mario and
Tokyo.
Sonic at the Olympic Games has become a tradition of its own. This time, there are more than 20 events, including the 100-meter, karate, football, skateboarding, rugby sevens, sport climbing, badminton, gymnastics, surfing, and you
Siempre
know what?
supe que Luigi
There's
sería un buen
more where
gimnasta.
that came from.
Me encanta que siempre que tienen ahorita
Check out
trajes
these
deportivos.
10 retro-style events.
¡Ah, qué bacán!
Some sweet 2D style graphics. They're all new, all retro.
¿Qué onda?
Very refreshing.
Se va a usar.
On top of that, there are new minigames, unlockable characters, and a story mode in which Mario, Sonic,
Se ve chévere.
and Dr. Eggman must escape from
Tiene
a
story
game
mode.
based on the Olympic Games Tokyo 1964. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo.
Se ve más bonito que los
Que los anteriores.
The next Damon X Machina demo
Demon
will be here
Mach-
sooner.
Ese es el juego que quiere Isaac.
Ahead of the full game's release
Es el juego que quiere
next week, a free
Isaac.
demo version, Damon X Machina Prologue
X
demo will be
Machina.
available for download later today. In this prologue, you will man your mech through the beginning of the game, and all of your progress can carry over to the full game. If you've never played a mech action game and you're wondering what they're all about, this is the perfect time to take one for a test drive. A key feature of this demo is the co-op mode for up to 4 players, and we're happy to report that it can be played via local wireless.
Ah, qué
So,
bacán.
gather your friends and make the bosses feel like the little guys. The full game will also support online play. Be ready by customizing your mech and honing your skills on missions. What hides beneath your mech's armor? A god or a demon? Damon X Machina will be ready for action.
Es lo que quiere Isaac. Ah, ya mismo también sale, qué vaina.
The Star Wars classic So Fun is
Ándale.
back for more.
De los clásicos.
Katarn, agent of the New Republic, is
Que
on
nunca me falte mi Star Wars.
Get your lightsaber at the ready.
Oye, esa lanzada todo. Shh.
Boomerang.
And prepare to wield the full power of the Force. Courtesy of Aspire, the full single-player
Eso no es de Electronic
Star Wars,
Arts.
Jedi Knight 2,
No.
Jedi Outcast is coming to Nintendo Switch.
No, no sé. Para un alguien que le guste.
Wars en los juegos.
Ahorita no te duermas.
On some upcoming games.
Uy, Dios mío.
Sí, Project, Witcher 3.
Return contract, tracking down a living weapon known as
No anuncian nada de Mario, no anuncian
Uy,
nada.
pero eso al final no sea aguafiesta.
Bayonetta 3, estoy decepcionada, yo no quiero
Wild
ver.
Hunt completed comes to Nintendo Switch.
Mi guayaneta.
Es que no le activaste el burro ande.
Along for the ride.
Bayonetta va a salir, siquiera en enero va a salir un trailer.
No, calle, que tú eres malagüero.
Assassin Hunter and Assassin's Creed Rogue. That's 2 action-packed games for one great value. All past DLC and new features like touch control and motion aiming coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch and Assassin's Creed: The Rebel Collection.
Wow.
Battle for survival at the edge of a savage frontier in the online free-to-play action RPG Dauntless. Whether you're a veteran looking to take your Slayer on the go, or a rookie ready to forge your legacy, you'll hone your skills, craft and customize hundreds of gear options, and team up with other Slayers to take on boss-sized behemoths. As you can see,
¿Qué tipo de Monster Hunter es este?
loads of new content in anticipation of the game's launch on Nintendo Switch, and there's plenty more on the horizon.
We'll find a way to save the day.
A ver.
Open your calendar. More games are on the way.
Me tienes que mostrar algo súper genial al final. Tú sabes que al final es eso.
Just Dance, válgame.
Válgame la chinga, dice.
¡Wow! ¡Qué carros! ¡Me mata! Pero me quedo con mi Mario Kart.
Farming
¡Wow!
Simulation. Ahora vas a poder hacer.
¡Granjero, me muero! ¡Woo! No sé qué es eso.
Nino
Pero
Kuni,
se
este es vacantísimo,
ve
Anita.
genial.
Ese es el que deberías comprarte.
Uy, ese me va a comprar, el de basquetbol.
No seas mensa. Ve, te están haciendo publicidad del.
El Switch Lite.
Ay, te lo ponen. Focus Home. Ahí tomas el.
¡Una luna! ¡Qué bruto!
Devil May Cry 2. Ya sacaron el 1. No sé qué tal juegos.
¿Qué tal juegos
¿Qué tal sean?
¡Vampiro! Y ahora. Gracias por ver el
How's
Nintendo
everything
Direct.
going? Next up, Animal Crossing New Horizons. We
Este sí lo quiero ver.
details about the game back in June, so we prepared a video covering what was announced. Let's see, shall we?
A ver.
A ver. ¿Eh? Toma. ¡Eh! ¡Qué bonito! ¿No? ¡Eh!
A ver, te preparo un video.
Me encanta. Island Life. Yo crecí con este juego.
Thank you for choosing the Deserted Island Getaway Package. A
No.
laid-back, relaxing time in a haven of nature awaits. For you and the other folks participating in the Getaway Package, the time's come to get into the groove of deserted island life. It may be a deserted island, but the Resident Services building at its center is here to support your needs, so there's nothing to worry about. For starters, we'll provide you with a tent. Please select the spot where you'd like it set up. Oh, and there's something else.
¿Qué más?
We'd like to offer you an original Nook Inc. Nook phone.
Tengo un teléfono.
It's pre-installed
Antes no había
with a
teléfono.
variety of apps for all of your deserted
Y solo era un
island
adorno.
needs, including recipes for crafting tools and furniture.
Literalmente el teléfono era de adorno en las
Let's start
casas.
by crafting an axe. We're going to need some materials, like branches and stones. Then we'll head to
Una
Resident
piedra.
Una
Services
piedra,
and
señor
use the
piedra.
workbench.
Chut.
Ahí
Tengo
la
que
haces.
construir un hacha.
Nicely done.
Y pensé que iba a ser la hacha.
You can use the tools you craft to acquire new materials, like this. And with
Genial.
those, you can craft more items.
Bacán, puedes hacer cosas.
Feel free to place furniture inside or outside.
Ay, sí lo puedes
You
prender.
can fine-tune the arrangement so that the decor expresses your style.
Ve,
And
puedo
you can
poner
fully
mi...
enjoy
Te pones a lavar la
this
ropa.
life.
¡Qué moderno! Me encanta.
Let's
Ay,
get
qué lindo.
back to Resident Services. Here
Timmy.
we sell tools and furniture.
Ah, qué
We
chévere una
also offer
cocineta.
unwanted items, including any weeds you remove, as part
Son
of our
weeds.
island cleanup plan. In addition to
La
the usual
marihuana.
in-game currency
La
miles,
marihuana.
you can also earn Nook miles through the Nook Mileage program. You can
DIY,
exchange your miles for
box,
special items and recipes.
desserts.
You'll earn miles through a host of activities on the island, so be sure to take advantage of this program. There are many ways to experience the joys of life on a deserted island. Go fishing, catch some bugs, tend to flowers, and pick them to make a garland.
Ay, qué bonito.
Thanks to crafting, even weeds have their uses.
Ay, sí se podía hacer eso con
Makes it easy to quickly cross a river.
Ahí hay un bichito.
Sí, los tienes que atrapar porque son coleccionables los bichos. ¡Ah! Sacas un árbol.
Find it somewhere else to change things up in that corner of the island.
Puedes mover
Oh.
los platos,
The
pero
scenery
muy...
changes with the time and weather. There will be sunshine, cloudy days, rainfall,
Wow, es mucho más realista el clima.
enough wind to shake the trees. Depending on the time of day and the season, you'll encounter different creatures to catch too.
Encontramos un pescado.
Sociable types who live together on the same island can play simultaneously, up to 4 players at a time on one system. We hope you enjoy living
puedes
together,
Jugar con varias,
together
dos, o sea,
in the
4
same
personas en un
space.
solo.
With a local
En un
wireless
solo Animal
internet
Crossing, estás loco.
connection,
No, perdón,
you
es
can
local
travel to
area.
another player's island for a total of 8 players in one
Ah, mira,
visit.
ahí está Villager, ¿sí viste?
The whole scene feels meant to be. Why not snap a photo with everyone?
También esta es la de Villager.
Mira, está Villager.
Las dos son de Smash.
Estaban ahí de visita. Voy a ir a nadar ahora.
What we've shown you here today is truly just the
Un fósil.
beginning. There's so much more waiting to be
¿Ves? Mi amigo el
discovered.
gorila.
So many activities,
Navidad.
animals to encounter, and more calling to you from the island.
Y no veo a Isabela Canela.
Sí, pues ella era la vicealcaldesa.
Experience the Nook Inc. Deserted Island Getaway Package.
Oye, atrapas a los bichos. Le das carnada, como en Zelda. Dios mío. Uff. Enero, febrero, en marzo.
So, how did it look?
Se ve muy
There's still a
bonito.
bit more time until the game launches. So please stay tuned.
A ver.
Alright,
Ush,
the next game
por
will be
favor,
our
por
last
favor.
announcement of the day. Please give it a look.
El
Ah, ¿te
último, el
acuerdas?
último, el último.
Algo de Mario, ¿no te acuerdas? Eso está faltando. Mario Odyssey.
No es Mario Odyssey.
No.
No es Mario Odyssey. Ya fue. No nos van a mostrar nada. Estaba ilusionada, señor Nintendo.
No importa.
A ver.
Do you wish to change it?
¿Qué?
The future.
Xenoblade Cross.
Ah,
Xenoblade
o sea, te lo traen todo.
Ajá.
Para si te gusta coleccionar.
Bueno, no era lo que esperaba.
Pero tampoco estoy. No, yo no soy muy fan de. O sea, no es que los he jugado. A ver, alguna otra
Claro.
sorpresota.
Esperemos que tenga
Monolith
sorpresa.
Soft's Xenoblade Chronicles, which originally
Y no
released
botaré el
in 2012,
micrófono por la ventana.
released is destined to be reborn on Nintendo Switch as Xenoblade Chronicles.
¡Dame una probadita! ¡De
The game
bayoneta!
is planned for release in 2020. Please look forward to more announcements in the future. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.
Ah, viene ahorita lo de Banjo-Kazooie.
Shit.
No he mostrado nada de Mario. Y el DLC de Mario.
Ush. Sakurai, ¿por qué me haces esto? Digo, ¿por qué señor?
Porque si la otra es, él fue primero y lo insultaron al pobrecito.
Hello everyone. I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director
Sakurai, cada año te rejuveneces un año más.
I talked a little bit about Hero. Today, I'd like to show you all how to use
Dios mío, este hombre se rejuvenece cada año. Va a ser adolescente en unos años.
Puede ser.
You may feel like some time has passed since our Hero showcase, but we're actually recording this only 2 days after that broadcast. We sure are
Usted es lo
busy,
máximo, señor
if I
Sakurai.
say so myself. Now
Se le
that-
rieron, no puede ser.
Please let me take just a little bit more of your time. You may remember in the Hero Showcase, I was playing by myself, using 2 controllers, like this. With Hero, if you cast spells using command selection, any opposing heroes will block those attacks automatically using their shields. So, in the background, I was actually using the second controller to make the hero look away or do moves so my attacks would connect. Today I have my controllers set up side by side, but back in the GameCube days, I'd line them up vertically, like this. Try doing this with the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers, however, and you'll end up accidentally pressing the L and R buttons. So even though it's a bit of a pain, I do it like this now.
Achuta.
This time around, I'll also be doing my best to control two fighters at once, kind of like Banjo and Kazooie, two characters acting as one. Alright, let's get started.
A ver.
So, what is Banjo-Kazooie?
Correct.
Well, in terms of genre, it's similar to Super Mario 64, and it was first released on Nintendo 64 back in 1998.
Pedacito de oro que se
Made its
recuperó.
first appearance a year earlier in a game called Diddy Kong Racing. After that, Banjo-Kazooie was released, and then Banjo-Tooie. Two titles were then released for Game Boy Advance, although they never came to Japan. And then there's Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which was released on Xbox 360.
Obvio. Pero no me gusta el diseño ahí.
As some of you may know, the Banjo-Kazooie IP now belongs to Microsoft.
Lo sabemos, lo sabemos.
Y bueno, y nos va a destruir el mundo. Dice, no podía decir eso, ¿no?
Their rival platform holders.
Ash.
Even so, they were happy for Banjo and Kazooie to join the Super Smash Bros. Series.
Gracias.
For that,
Nosotros también lo apreciamos.
Rare
Y
also
nuestro
welcomed
dinero también.
open arms. So,
Ay,
if you want to
señores.
play Banjo-Kazooie today, you can do so on Xbox. I know this
Que
is
se
a
ríen por
Nintendo
atrás.
broadcast, but please give the game a try on Xbox.
No se le rían, pues.
Now let's talk about the music. The Banjo-Kazooie series music has a country feel to it. If we were to include this music in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as is, it wouldn't really match the atmosphere of battle, so we put a lot of effort into arranging the music for the game. We'd like to play for you several of these arrangements during the showcase. Up here,
Song name goes.
yes, here, you'll see the track names. Okay, let's take a look at the fighter.
A ver.
A ver, a ver.
So this is Banjo and Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's Kazooie. We're using a special ROM today, so the camera is a bit different from the production version. We've included lots of actions Banjo and Kazooie used in their original game. For example, the talent trot here is used for their dash. And their jumps are based on abilities like
Ay, qué
Flap
bonito.
Flip and feathery flap.
Está igualito.
Their neutral attack is called claw swipe.
This ability looks similar to this in the original game, but we've built upon the original motion so it better
It's
fits.
the action of our
Miren los detallitos atrás. Las
Their
llaves.
flurry attack is a red attack.
Hay uno de esos de vida, ¿sí ves?
Sí, eso estoy
Which is
viendo.
something Donkey Kong uses as well.
Está
This
dando,
move
está
is a
dando
pretty
vueltas.
useful one. Their down tilt is beat bar.
Qué bonito los detalles de todo el
Their
mundo.
up smash is build drill. It looks a bit different from their original games, but the animation reflects the fact that it's a consecutive attack. In Japanese, their side smash is called Harisen Kazooie. Harisen is a word that only exists in Japanese, so I was curious what this move would be called in the West. In English, it's called Regal Dash. I think Regal is the type of bird
solo da.
so this basically means bird bash, which is pretty accurate. Their neutral air is wing lash. Their back air is an air rat-a-tat-rat, which hits 3 times. Their down air is Beat Buster, which they use to downstab as they drop.
¿Ves? Tiene el abajo.
As you can see, even their regular attacks are based on attacks from their original game. The down and up taunts were something that existed in the Banjo-Kazooie series too. The up taunt is based on the animation from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, where Banjo sometimes stretches. Now I'd like to go over their special moves. First, their neutral special is egg firing.
¿Qué te crees,
It's
Yoshi?
pretty much their go-to move. The eggs bounce. And by holding down the button when launching the eggs, you'll do the attack you see here. Regal Blaster. Regal Blaster is based on this part in Banjo-Tooie where the screen mimics an FPS. You can hold the button for auto fire, but as you do, the power of the eggs will gradually decrease, so you'll need to be careful. You can cancel it by crouching or pressing the shield buttons. Next, their side special is Wonder Wing. As in the original game, it's an invincible charging attack.
Sí, pues eso es el juego.
Ay, ¿cómo se llamaba el topito? Se me fue el nombre. No seas mensa, ¿cómo es que?
¡Mira, ahí está!
Ahí está Mumbo. Y ahí está la hermana de Banjo.
After using them up, you won't be able to use the attack again until you lose a stock. Since the remaining uses of Wonder Wing only appear above their heads once activated, you'll really need to make sure you hammer the number of uses into your head. You can use it as a recovery option. And since it's likely to trump counterattacks, it doesn't have many disadvantages, but it does have a weakness. If it's blocked with a shield, for instance, you'll be wide open to attack. In addition, you can be grabbed during this move. At any rate, keep track of how many Wonder Wing uses you have left. And when fighting against Banjo and Kazooie, make sure to take action against this attack, and remember to keep an eye on it. It's important to keep this in mind. Next is the up special, Shock Spring Jump. This move utilizes the Shock Spring tap.
Versus Klungo.
There are a few things to note. First, you can hit your opponents with the Shock Spring tap. It can be used to recover, and it's throwable too.
A ver.
Also, it's pretty different from other up specials that carry the fighter upward in that you're still able to jump in mid-air after using it, meaning you can jump twice in a row. So if you're falling, you can use it like this, jump and then dodge, increasing your ability to recover. By the way, the height of the Shock Spring jump will change depending on how long you
¿Y de qué color es el...?
Es naranja el Kazooie.
Ajá.
Note the slight difference in height. Next, for their down special, Rear Egg, they'll fire a grenade out of his backpack.
Ese es de Banjo-Tooie.
It's a grenade egg. This is a slightly odd projectile, in that it can only be launched behind the fighter. And because the grenade egg is football shaped, its bouncy trajectory can be unpredictable. After a certain time, it will explode. I think it will be a useful tool for keeping opponents in check. It's treated like an item, so you can pick it up and throw it.
Ah, okay.
Your opponents can also throw it back at you. But its detonation sequence is relatively short. So both you and your opponents
Tienes que cogerlo y tirarlo por las
will
mismas.
explode while you're still holding it.
Qué bruto puede ser.
I guess there are a lot of different ways to use this ability. Lastly, their final smash is the Mighty Gingernator.
Gingernator, yo te dije.
The Mighty Gingernator is what delivered the final blow to Gruntilda in their original game. This move will send your opponents flying. This stage is called Kurukuriyama in Japan, but in the West it's called Spiral Mountain. As you can see, it's a mountain where the bottom portion is spiral shape. A rotation icon
Rota la...
¿Vas a rotarlo?
and the stage will spin. This is quite unusual, even for the Super Smash Bros. Series. It's truly unique.
Wow.
Anything on the stage, items or otherwise, will also move. As the stage turns, the shape of Spiral Mountain will also transform, meaning your recovery points will also change.
Bottle se llamaba. Y está Mumbo.
Platforms like this will appear from time to time. A bridge will also
Y se sacó los ojos.
Gruntilda's lair is
Qué
visible.
bacán.
Now that we've covered both the fighter and the stage, let's go ahead and jump into some actual battles. This time, I'll be taking on not just one, but two fighters in a team battle. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong versus Banjo and Kazooie. Hang on, so there are actually two on my side too? So I should be fine, right? Probably not. In fact, definitely not. Looks like I'm gonna get beaten up pretty bad if I just stand around, so I'll play carefully. I should probably keep them in check. Your eggs, which can be fired forward or backward, are useful at times like this, and thanks to Kazooie, Banjo and Kazooie can use moves with a relatively wide range of attack. We'll make good use of these as we take them on. Note we're playing with items on. I think we're doing pretty good so far. I have 2 opponents, and since items are on, they'll have twice as many opportunities to pick up items. And since the final smash meter is on, the opponent can use it twice.
Oh no.
I'm at quite a disadvantage, but I'm going to try my hardest. I can use one of them 2 more times. Oops, I guess I should be explaining all their moves. Auto fire, auto fire. Ooh, ouch. Oh, the final smash meter's filled up. You can have that. Now. And nice. Now that there's one less opponent, this should be easier. I do want to use a final smash, but it might be a bit tough. Oh, that's good. And final smash.
Ya está.
I forced him out, so I win. Banjo picks up the Jiggy from the original game. Good luck.
¡Qué lindo! Me parece tiernísimo.
That's a wrap.
Cameo. Oye,
I'd also like to talk about some
Bottles,
that liven up the stage.
Mumbo, la hermana de Banjo.
The witch Gruntilda. In Banjo-Kazooie, this poor soul gets sealed underground by a boulder. Anyway, she's very cool, and you can hear all about her from her sister, Gruntilda.
Ah, también sale Brentilda.
Sí, pues que lo viste.
Yo no la vi.
This is Bottles, a mole, and another poor soul. His fate is sealed in the beginning of Banjo 2. He's a friend of Banjo and Kazooie. Next is Mumbo Jumbo. This poor soul had all of his Mumbo tokens stolen by Gruntilda. He helps you out in many ways throughout the game. And we have Tootie. Can you spot her? She's running at the bottom. She's tiny and you can barely even make her out. But by zooming in, you can see all the detail, even at her size. You could probably make an action game just using this.
Está hecho todo.
Click on the vegetable patch for some reason.
Está que se
And after that,
ríe.
she strikes an enigmatic taunt.
Bonita.
Now she's heading back home.
Puta que
She
se
looks so
ve.
calm when you look at her this way.
Se pegó un detallazo pero magistral.
You'd understand how miserable she really is if you saw the game over scene in Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, maybe she's not going home? And here come the Jinjos. We saw some of these a short while ago when the mighty Jinjonator appeared. They come in many different colors and were hidden throughout the world by Gruntilda in the original game, so you could say they're also sad souls. And now we see something floating around in the background. These are
Los enemigos.
characters called Buzz Bombs, but since they can float around, they're lucky enough to have made the cut to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Bueno, por lo menos
This
hicieron
is what they
cameo.
look like close up.
Eso sí.
It's basically a dragonfly, right? We put a lot of thought into the guest characters as well, and we put a lot of effort into these hard-to-see areas, so I hope you enjoy it.
Lo que no puede faltar
Let's talk
canción.
music. As I mentioned earlier, we're taking country-style music and adapting it for use.
Bobby Valley no sé dónde, ha de ser de North Hall.
A total of 10 music tracks. Of these, 7 are entirely new arrangements. I've always thought that getting all this for
Todo el mundo
$5.99
esperaba
is a
Bayonetta 3.
fantastic deal.
¿Cómo sabes?
So, I hope
Estoy
you
leyendo
enjoy
los
it.
comentarios.
Ah, que también está ahí.
The music for Spiral Mountain was arranged by Grant Kirkhope. He created the original Banjo-Kazooie's music. I've worked with many musicians over the years, but this is the first time I've worked with a musician outside of Japan. I was a bit worried about whether my directions would be understood, but he did an absolutely wonderful job. And here's the list of tracks this time. Each of the new tracks has been carefully tailored to match the action taking place on screen.
Spiral Mountain, Treasure
Church.
Tracker, Anita!
Alongside the launch of Banjo and Kazooie, there will also be a software update. We're very pleased with the sales of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Sakurai, no sé, debería haber el Smash Direct aparte, según yo.
Which will pretty much be our final new mode. I'm going to go ahead and play,
Nuevo modo.
so please take a look.
Se demora 40 minutazos, pero es que son 20 de él.
Here it is.
¿Ve?
You need to damage the sandbag in front
Con
of
Ron
you as much
Contest.
as possible. And with this bag, not with this, but this bag. And off it goes. High.
Puta que hasta el
Maybe a
espacio.
little too high.
Es porque es NES, ¿verdad?
So, Home Run Contest makes its return.
Qué bacán.
It's been powered up in various ways compared to previous Home Run contests, so please enjoy. This time, Sandbag has flown 300 kilometers. I think that's about the distance from Tokyo to Nagoya. That's if you drive on the Tomei Expressway. You can actually play with a second player. Let's give it a go.
Mira, ese Sakurai está jugando.
Keep attacking using both players.
¿Cómo hace? Pero mira, lo está jugando con los dos, con dos goles al mismo tiempo.
Time to strike. Here we go. No. This isn't how you're supposed to play the game. When I say two players can take part, I mean friends can play together, and not one person
Está diciendo que tienes que jugar con otra persona, no solito con. A ver.
In shared content, many people have uploaded their customized Mii fighters. Up until now, it may have been a little difficult to use since you were not able to customize your special moves. But moving forward, you will be able to freely customize your special moves. If you find a Mii fighter that you like the look of, you can freely download them and set the special moves however you want to play as them. However, this will not be applied to Mii fighters created before this software update, and only applies to Mii fighters created after the update. So I hope you re-upload your Mii fighters. Please enjoy many different varieties of Mii fighters. We will add in some Mii fighter costumes as well. Let's take a look.
¡Goemon!
¡Te la mamaste, Nintendo!
¡Oh!
Ay, pero parece que estuviera jugando con el verdadero. ¡Ay, qué bonito! Andrés ya se va a usar su vida y huevos.
¡No! Yo quiero a Goemon y Smash no una. Bueno, por lo menos salió en forma de ficha. Por Pokémon, que el equipo Rocket, el equipo Ruco dice. Oye, es tan chévere.
¿Ves?
De Undertale.
Está bacán, ¿eh?
Esas teorías locas.
Qué bacán. Ya tienes tu personaje en forma de pinche.
Pucha, ya se cumplió el sueño húmedo de muchos. ¡Ay! Yo con Goemon me siento comprado ya. Ya mándate un...
Mándate un super...
Ya mándate un... Ya si ya pusiste todo esto, mándate un...
Puta madre, te dije para 75.
Un último tráiler.
We've added a costume for Sans from Undertale, who was a popular request. And this Sans outfit also comes with a music track.
Viene con...
In the other category, so you can check it out there.
Viene con las músicas de Undertale.
By none other than the creator of Undertale himself, Toby Fox.
Que hijo de puta, se mantiene que estar emocionadísimo que le estén nombrando.
And we played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together.
Él solito hizo el juego,
O sea, es un honorazo
All the
tener...
guests, he was
Al menos...
probably
y el man creció solito y demostró que no se necesitan gráficas para hacer
the
un
win ratio
juegazo.
half and half. Or I may have been losing.
Que no te recuerdas Airball.
Next, I'd like to talk about a new set of amiibo that will soon be available.
¡No! ¡La plata! ¡No!
Squirtle,
Válgame,
Válgame la chinga.
un Pokémon.
Ivysaur,
Y Snake.
Y Snake. Espérate. Andrés, ¿por qué eres?
Es que esos son los que los que van a venir.
he was hiding.
Y yo necesito...
No tengo
They
plata.
will each be available in September.
No te preocupes ya. Ah, septiembre 20.
The software update, including the Banjo-Kazooie DLC, will be available today.
Esa huevada se va como pan caliente. ¿Te amas?
Listo. Ya, manda un último...
As mentioned in Nintendo Direct, Terry Bogard will be joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Mándate uno más. Yo sé que te vas a mandar un personaje más.
There was hardly any in-game footage. Some of you may wonder where the in-game footage is. Well, it's shaping up nicely. But we weren't quite ready to include it in the reveal. That SNK Neo Geo opening was fun, wasn't it? I'd like to show you just a little bit of in-game footage of Terry. Here you go.
De ley que muestra otro de... Ah, hacen cameos los personajes.
Finally, it was announced that we will be working on even more DLC fighters. To me, it feels like the finish line.
¡Pobrecito! Dice, no me dejan descansar, cares de verga.
How much longer can he be involved with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
Es culpa de crear uno de los juegos
But I'm
sobre...
also excited. Adding more characters into the game means that more game modes will be added to the series. And ultimately, that means that there will be an even greater opportunity to delight the fans. At the same time, I feel that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is now representing so many characters in game mode that it's become an enormous game. Even if the Super Smash Bros. Series continues moving forward, I doubt there will ever be an opportunity to bring this many characters together again. And so I want to keep improving on this record as much as possible.
Quiere hacer más grande el récord para que nadie más...
Developing the game. I appreciate your support. That's it for today. Thank you very much.
Por favor, un super trailerazo. Un trailer de algún personaje extra yapa.
No, ese ya fue.
No. Oh. Chafigue el chafé. Bueno, ahorita despide.
Bueno amigos, gracias por vernos. Sintonícenos mañana a la misma hora y en el mismo canal. Adiós.
Adiós.
Bye.
No fue nada de